Okay, this video is going to be for those of us that were struggling a little bit with how to classify numbers. So for part of this video, I'd like you to have this out. So if you need to pause to get it, you certainly can. This is that activity where we talked about how the number systems are related. So the whole paper represents the real number system. So we're pretending like every real number in the world can fit in this. The innermost box is natural numbers. The natural numbers box is inside of the whole numbers box. What this means is all the natural numbers are also part of the whole number system. All of the whole numbers are part of the integers. So the integers box is this red box here, and inside of it are whole numbers and natural numbers. That means they're part of integers. And then the rational is the green box. That means inside of rationals are integers, wholes, and naturals. They're all part of the rational number system. And then, of course, they're all on the paper, so they're all real numbers. So as I look at this right here, okay, this assignment, 4. Number 4, I have to think, where on this paper does it go? Think about I like to start with the innermost box. If yes, then I know where it belongs. If no, then I move to the next box, to the next, and to the next. So the number 4, is it a natural number? Our definition of natural number is a number that we can count to. It's a counting number. We can certainly count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is a natural number. So I am going to click natural number because it certainly is. Oh, it thinks that I am. Okay, so it is definitely a natural number. This is not doing what I want it to. So what I am going to do is go to my Google Classroom, but this thing's in the way. There we go. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, so I am going to say that the number 4 is natural. Now, if the number 4, if I write it inside of this natural number box, which I just did, the number 4 is written there. What other boxes is it in? It is inside this orange natural numbers box, but guess what? It's inside of the purple whole numbers box. So if 4 is inside of the whole numbers box, that means it's also a whole number. And look, 4, here's my red integers box. 4 is inside of that box. Okay, so it is inside of this red integers box, so 4 is also an integer. It's inside of my green rational numbers box, so it's rational, and it's on the paper, so it is certainly real. So 4 fits all of these categories, so I would need to check all of them. Okay. Now, -9. Let's talk about -9. So let's start in the innermost. Is -9 a natural number? No. Natural numbers cannot be negative, decimals, or fractions. -9 is negative, so it can't go there. Is -9 a whole number? Wholes cannot be negative. Whole numbers cannot be negative, so no, it's not. Is it an integer? Yes, integers can be negative. So -9 would go in the red box, so it is an integer. Now, if it's in the red box, it's inside of my green box, so it is rational. And of course, all of the numbers are real. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to click real for all of them. Okay, so 7.835. Okay. Natural numbers do not allow decimals. 7.835 is a decimal, so it will not go there. Whole numbers do not allow decimals, so it will not go there. Integers do not allow decimals. These 3 inner boxes do not allow decimals and fractions by definition. So the only box this can fit in is the rational. This is the only one that will have decimals and fractions. So this is a rational number, and of course it's real. Okay, 3/4. We just got done talking about natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers do not allow fractions or decimals. This is a fraction. So it won't fit in here, it won't fit in here, and it won't fit in here. It has to go in the rational box. That's the only one that allows fractions. So this is rational and real. 2/5. Again, it's the same thing. It's a fraction. Doesn't allow fractions, doesn't allow fractions, doesn't allow fractions. So it has to be rational. So this is rational and real. Same thing. No decimals, No decimals, no decimals. The only one that allows decimals is rational. So rational and real. 1,563. Can you count to 1,563? Yes. Do you want to? Probably not. But yes, you can. It is a natural number. So that number would go here. So if it's natural, like we talked about with 4, it's also in the whole number box. It's also in the integer box. It's also in the rational box. And of course, it's a real number. 0. Can you count to 0? Is 0 a natural number? No. You do not, when you count, you do not start at 0, you start at 1. So 0 is not a natural number. It is a whole number. It's not a negative, it's not a decimal, it's not a fraction. So it is a whole number. If it's in the whole number box, it's also in the integer box and in the rational, and of course it's real. This is 0.3 repeating. So 0.333, 0.3 repetend. Doesn't allow decimals, doesn't allow decimals, doesn't allow decimals. The rational is the one that allows decimals. So this is rational real. -1. Natural numbers don't allow negatives. You can't count to -1, so it doesn't go there. Whole numbers don't allow negatives. It doesn't go there. Integers allow negatives, so it goes there. And if it's in the integer box, it's in the rational box, and it's in the real box. And then you would submit. So those are the things you want to think about as you're completing the next assignment I give you. I'm going to give you another assignment classifying numbers. I want you to try this again and think about what we just did here. What box does it fit in? And if it fits in one box, it's going to fit in all the outer boxes around it. Okay, think about which ones allow fractions and decimals. Rational numbers are the only ones that allow fractions and decimals. Natural numbers and whole numbers don't allow negatives. So to have those definitions out in front of you while you're trying to make these decisions as well. And right now I'm telling you, all of the numbers are real. Always click real. They're always real numbers. Okay?